Hello, how you
Hi,
doing
I'm
today?
doing pretty good. Yourself?
I'm doing okay. So how's things been going?
Things are going pretty good. I'm thinking a lot about needing to take some time for self-care.
So you're saying that you really need to take better care of yourself.
Yeah, pretty much. I guess that's what it comes down to. I just feel like I don't have time to just do what I need to do to take care of myself.
How does that make you feel?
Well, it makes me feel stressed out and like I'm burning the candle at both ends and just kind of like frustrated that I always feel like I'm spinning a bunch of plates in the air.
You sound very overwhelmed
Yeah,
with everything that's going on with
for
us right
sure.
now.
Yeah.
How do you think you can make better time for yourself?
Well, I don't know. I guess that's the problem. It's like there's all these things that I feel like I have to do, so I do those before I do things that I want to do, and taking care of myself seems to be something that I want to do, not need to do. So,
Out of all of those things, what seems to be the most important
how
out
do you
of the
mean?
self-care?
Like,
Like for instance, there's several ways that you can experience self-care. What do you think is the most important way to express your self-care?
sure. I think just basically like finding time to just be in quiet and not feel like there's anything that I have to do. So just like carving out space. I guess some people might call that meditation or something, but just like making it, sacred time where I don't have to be doing anything, but just like recenter, get my bearings.
Okay. I understand where you're coming from. I've been in a place where I have been overwhelmed before, and I found ways to take care of my issues or to just fall back and just let things go sometimes.
Yeah, that's probably part of it too. It's like it's not gonna be perfect all the time, but yeah.
Right now, do you think that your lack of self care is causing problems with other individuals or just yourself?
Mm, I think it's probably rippling out to other people, but the main thing is myself. Um, yeah, I just feel like I can't bring my best self to things if I'm feeling like crazy all the time. So, yeah.
How do you think that those other people, how do you think they feel about your lack of self care?
I mean, I'm sure the people who are close to me want me to take better care of myself and just like kind of demand for myself that I take that time because it's important.
You seem to be really concerned about how others feel about your self care.
Yeah, I mean, more than anything, I just want to feel more at ease and in control of my mental state. And yeah, I mean, I want to show up for people the best I can. So yeah,
Your mental health seems very on top of the list of all the things that you're thinking about.
yeah, I think so because it's like everything else just becomes like this thing, and I feel inside like I'm needing to just like put myself as a priority in all of it. Yeah.
Could your problems be linked to you being an overachiever, maybe, or wanting to finish everything exact and just want everything to be maybe on a
For
perfect
sure.
scale?
For sure. Yeah, I think that when I do something, I put my all into it. So no matter what it is, I'm just kind of like giving it my best. And so if I feel like I have all these plates going and I'm giving my best to all of them, it's really easy to get burned out.
It seems that being an overachiever is super important. That you,
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm just like made that way. It's not like I'm like trying to achieve something. It's just that if I do something, I want to like do it well. I don't know.
your accomplishments seem, for you to be able to accomplish something at a higher rate or higher level seems to be the ultimate for you.
I guess, yeah, I've never really thought about that being like part of my driving force.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay. Okay. It is important for us to sit back and take time for ourselves and, and think about other people involved and just to take a breather.
Mm.
Have you tried to prioritize, maybe write a list of things that may be important, like numbering them from like 1 to 10, and maybe kind of look at a schedule or list every day?
Yeah, I've got like 5 schedules. I feel like it's maybe a little bit of me doing that, like too much, where I just need to, instead of like finding, like finishing one thing and then being like, okay, what do I need to do now? I could be like, okay, I finished one thing. Now I can just like relax for a second and not feel like I have to like scurry and do something else.
You seem to, you kind of seem a little anxious a little bit too.
Yeah, I mean, that's like totally an anxious way to be, you know? Yeah. It's kind of unnecessary, I feel like. I would like to learn how to drop that a little bit.
Do you think if you took time out every day to take a breather or to maybe sit in a quiet place before you start the task or after, you may feel a little
Yeah,
lighter?
I think that's a big part of it. Yeah, I just need to like carve out that time and not let it, I don't know, maybe it's like comes down to discipline, right? Like I have to be like, this is my time and I'm not doing anything else, and remember it every day, because a lot of times I'll do something for like a couple days and then after that I'm like, okay, I'm cool. I can go back to what I was doing before, instead of like sticking to it.
Okay.
So that's a big part of it, I think.
Okay. You have a very high analytical thinking.
For sure. Yeah. Yeah. It can be good and it can get in the way. Yeah.
Which is a good trait to have.
Yeah, it just needs to be kept under control.
Wow. So this is a big concern that you feel like if you don't have everything in order, you may just explode.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like I'm pretty easygoing at the same time. It's just like, I don't know, maybe it's just finals and all of that, is making everything feel all like it's happening at the same time. But I am noticing, like, in general, I do need to be better about just, deciding, like, I don't have to do this thing or this thing. Like, it's gonna be okay if it doesn't happen. And just kind of, like, float a little bit more. Like, kind of let things just unfold. Like, I know what I need to do, I'm just not doing it.
Yeah, by talking to you like just now, you seem to have the answer to your issue. You seem to kind of know where
Right.
you need to start, and then you know the the steps to take to get to your answer.
Right.
You just have to put it in action.
Yes. Yeah. And I think a big part of that is like feeling like my self care is worth just as much as, and probably more than any of those other things. It's like I can't do anything else if I'm all burned out, so gotta take care of the source, take care of myself.
Yeah, that's nice. You know where everything's coming from.
Yeah.
You know what's driving you to do this. You know what's causing you to do this, and you kind of know which route to take, which is important for us to to get to that place ourselves
Yeah.
without having someone else push us to that place because we have to eventually get to that place ourselves.
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I think, I don't know, maybe like setting a timer for taking time. It seems so funny that just like having a certain time of the day, be like, okay, this is off limits, and just let it all like fall, you know, not feel like I have to hold everything
Hmm.
up.
How do you feel right now since you finally came up with your own conclusion? How do you feel about that? How does that make you feel as a person?
I
Does
feel
it empower you to know that you was able to come up with your solution?
Yeah, I guess I feel like a little bit like I haven't had great success with sticking with things in the past. So like I can, I kind of know that like I'll make time and it'll work, but I need to just like stick to it, and that's the problem really, is that I'm not sticking to my solution. So,
So you're saying that sometimes you jump around a lot and
yeah.
you may not be stable with the decisions that you may make about a certain thing.
Right. I'm kind of like, okay, this is here, this is here. It's like kind of like ADD a little bit maybe. Like, okay, I need to do this, this, this. I'm gonna do this first, and then it just gets like a whirlwind of its own. And then at the end of the day, I'm like, just yeah, too much doing, not enough like not doing. Yeah.
How long do you think you've experienced these the symptoms or that certain action that you take? How long have you been
mm,
this way?
I mean, it has a lot to do with school, I guess. Just because I have managing all these assignments, and I'm like, I will get A's. I just have like this thing in my head, like, um, yeah, it's a mix of a couple different things. Like, yeah.
And school is an important factor in your life.
Yeah, for sure.
Big,
I mean,
huge factor.
yeah, I'm coming back as an adult, and I'm, you know, making the choice to be here, so I might as well, like, do it. Yeah.
I see you have a big need to succeed, a big push to succeed.
Yeah, which is weird because I wouldn't, yeah, again, I wouldn't really have thought about that.
Okay.
Probably.